Close your eyes for 1 second. Now open them. It's the year 2100. The first thing that hits you isn't the technology, it's the air. You take a breath, and for the first time in your life, it doesn't taste like the city. It tastes like a mountain peak after a rainstorm. It's crisp, cool, and charged with an energy you can almost feel in your lungs. The smog is a ghost story. The haze is a memory. This is what it feels like to breathe on a planet that is finally healthy. Look at the horizon. The skyline doesn't pierce the sky anymore. It cradles it. We've moved past the era of glass boxes and steel cages. Instead, we have the great green. Imagine skyscrapers that are actually vertical forests, 1,000-foot spires draped in bioluminescent moss and carbon-eating vines that breathe with the rhythm of the city. Every building is a living organism. They don't just sit there, they filter water, they scrub the atmosphere, and they pulse with a soft, natural glow when the sun goes down. Listen, really listen. The roar of the old world is gone. There are no sirens, no grinding engines, no honking horns. The silence is profound, broken only by the hum of magnetic transit pods gliding through the canopy and the sound of waterfalls cascading down the sides of residential blocks. We've reclaimed the streets. Where there used to be 8 lanes of black asphalt and toxic exhaust, there are now wildflower meadows and winding streams. You can walk across an entire metropolis on a carpet of clover. We solved the great puzzles. We stopped burning the past to power the future. Energy is now as free and abundant as the wind. We mastered the starfire of fusion and the heartbeat of the tides. Every window is a solar membrane. Every bridge is a kinetic harvester. The word bill has been erased from the human vocabulary. When energy is free, scarcity becomes a choice, and we chose to walk away from it. But the biggest change isn't in the machines. It's in us. Think about your Monday morning. In 2100, the grind is a museum exhibit. We automated the survival so we could focus on the living. Most people spend their time as stewards. You might spend your morning helping a robotic swarm rebuild a coral reef in the Atlantic, or your afternoon in a learning commons, where 3 generations sit together under an ancient oak to study the secrets of the genome. We don't work to earn a living, we contribute to earn a legacy. Our bodies have caught up to our dreams. Biological age is now a dial we learned how to turn. We deleted the code for hereditary disease. We mastered the art of the apex human, optimizing our sleep, our biology, and our focus until 100 years old feels like the prime of life. We aren't just living longer, we are living better. Depression and anxiety, those shadows of the 21st century, have been replaced by a deep, grounded sense of belonging. We aren't isolated in glowing rectangles anymore. We are connected. Look at the water. The oceans have turned from a graveyard into a cathedral. The great garbage patch is gone, harvested, and turned into the foundations of orbital stations. The whales are back in their millions. The coral is vibrant, glowing with colors the human eye hasn't seen in centuries. We didn't just stop the destruction, we became the gardeners of the sea. And when we look up at night, The stars are so bright, they look like you could reach out and touch them. There's no light pollution to drown them out. From the space elevators in the tropics, we watch the transport ships head toward Mars and the Moon. But they aren't fleeing a dying Earth. They are carrying Earth's bloom to the rest of the solar system. We didn't leave home because we broke it. We left because we finally grew up. There are no borders here. No us versus them. When you look at the person standing next to you, you see a fellow passenger on a planet that has finally found its balance. We realized that the Earth wasn't a resource to be used up, but a miracle to be maintained. This isn't a fairy tale. It's a roadmap. It's the world that was always waiting for us on the other side of our better choices. You're not dreaming. You're just finally home. Welcome to 2100. Welcome to the great harmony. If you liked the video, do not forget to subscribe.